I still remember the day I set foot in Tokyu Stay Shibuya, Tokyo. I was so excited to explore the city, but little did I know that my excitement would soon turn into despair. As I walked up the hill to the hotel, I couldn't help but feel a sense of unease. The streets were steep and winding, and I had to carry my heavy luggage all the way up. I thought to myself, why on earth did they build a hotel in such an inconvenient location? It was only the beginning of my woes. When I finally arrived at the hotel, I was greeted by a small, cramped room that reeked of stale air. The bed was tiny and the sheets felt like they hadn't been washed in weeks. I was shocked. How could a hotel be so neglectful of its guests' comfort? But the horror didn't stop there. The breakfast was a frozen meal that I had to microwave myself. Can you imagine paying $1,300 for a meal that's not even cooked for you? It's like they were trying to scam me. And don't even get me started on the so-called non-smoking room that still reeked of cigarettes. I was appalled. And then there was the issue of cleaning, or should I say, the lack thereof. The staff only changed my towels and emptied my trash if I specifically requested it. It was like they were trying to make me feel like I was a burden to them. I had to take out my own trash and beg for fresh towels. It was humiliating, but what really took the cake was the nickel and diming. They wanted 1,000 yen just to call a taxi for me. Can you believe it? It's like they were trying to squeeze every last penny out of me. And the cost to get to Shibuya was exorbitant. I was already feeling drained and they just kept taking and taking. I felt like I was stuck in some kind of never-ending nightmare. Every time I thought things couldn't get worse, they did. The elevator was broken, the hallways were dirty, and the staff was completely unresponsive. It was like they didn't care about their guests at all. I couldn't help but wonder, how could a hotel be so negligent? Don't they care about their reputation? But then I realized it's all about the bottom line. They're only concerned with making a quick buck, no matter how many guests they have to sacrifice along the way. As I lay in my cramped, smelly room, I couldn't help but feel a deep sense of sadness. I was so disappointed in Tokyu Stay Shibuya, Tokyo. They had promised me a comfortable stay, but what they delivered was a nightmare. And now I'm left to wonder, will anyone ever listen to the complaints of their guests? Will they ever take responsibility for their mistakes? I doubt it. So dear friends, I ask you, have you ever had a similar experience? Have you ever felt like you were being taken advantage of by a hotel? Let me know in the comments below.
The reality of businesses near Tokyu Stay Shibuya, Tokyo. The businesses near Tokyu Stay Shibuya, Tokyo, are a masterclass in disappointment. Overpriced, underwhelming, and often outright hostile, this is not the vibrant, polished Tokyo you see in travel brochures. This is the Tokyo where tourists get squeezed for every yen, where expectations crash into reality like a poorly packed suitcase tumbling down an escalator. Let's start with the shopping. Stores near Tokyu Stay Shibuya are trapped in a time warp, clinging to past glory while delivering none of it. Take Shibuya 109, a fashion landmark that now feels like a museum of regret. The clothes, cheap polyester masquerading as high fashion with price tags that laugh in your face. The sizes, a cruel joke. If you're not a Japanese medium, good luck finding anything that fits. And the staff. Some will outright tell you you're too big for their clothes. Imagine walking into a store just to be body-shamed by a salesperson. The bathrooms are filthy relics, the food court is a rotating graveyard of overpriced pop-ups, and the entire place smells like desperation and lost dreams. Then there's the dining scene. Din Tai Fung in Shinjuku, a name that should mean delicate dumplings and flawless service, is a circus of incompetence. Wait an hour for a table, only to find the restaurant half empty. Order dumplings and they arrive raw or dry as cardboard. Vegetarians, forget it. The staff act like you've insulted their ancestors by asking for a meat-free option. And if you dare to charge your phone at their socket, prepare for a scolding. This isn't dining, it's an endurance test. Coffee lovers, brace yourselves. Cafe Reissue is where artistry goes to die. They promise intricate latte art, but deliver abstract blobs that look like a toddler's finger painting. The prices. Criminal, 1,600 for a lukewarm drink that resembles a dog only if you squint and hallucinate. The staff treat customers like nuisances, and the entire experience feels like a scam designed for Instagram clout. If you want good coffee, walk away, far away. Even the hotels nearby are a letdown. Shibuya Stream Hotel charges luxury prices for prison cell rooms with zero soundproofing. You'll hear every ambulance, every drunk laugh, every toilet flush from next door. The staff, unhelpful at best, openly dismissive at worst. No Netflix, no room service, just a sad little TV with pay-per-view options in Japanese. For $650 a night, you'd expect a bed, not a punishment. Bars like the SG Club complete the trifecta of misery. Cocktails taste like convenience store rejects, served with a side of attitude. Staff will ignore you, rush you, or outright forget you exist. The hidden downstairs bar, more like a hidden trap. You'll wait forever, only to be seated next to the bathroom and then hurried out the door. The vibe isn't exclusive, it's exclusionary. And then there's Shibuya Publishing and Booksellers, a bookstore that forgot it's supposed to sell books. The English selection is non-existent, the staff are indifferent, and the whole place feels like a hipster's garage sale. So what's the verdict? The businesses near Tokyu Stay Shibuya, Tokyo, are a minefield of mediocrity. They prey on tourists, cut corners, and deliver subpar experiences with a side of rudeness. If you're staying here, manage your expectations, or better yet, venture further out. Tokyo is a vast, beautiful city. Don't let this pocket of disappointment fool you. I'm looking into crimes near Tokyu Stay Shibuya, Tokyo, It's like this area is supposed to be so fun and safe, but there's some really sketchy stuff going on. Like, have you heard about those bars in Shibuya that overcharge tourists? Oh man, it's so wrong. So this Australian guy, Justin, went to a bar and accidentally broke something, and then the staff were like, oh, you have to pay 30,000 yen for the damage. And he's like, that's crazy, but they're all, no, you have to pay it or else. And he ends up paying it, like, partially in cash, which is super suspicious. I think he probably felt so frustrated and ripped off afterwards. And what's even worse is that the police told him it was a civil matter, not a crime, so he couldn't even report it. Like, how can that be? It's not just that one bar, though. There are all these fake monks walking around Shibuya, pretending to be real monks, and they're like, hey, tourist, give me some money for my religious cause. And people actually fall for it. It's so sad. I think those monks probably thought it was an easy way to make money, but it's so wrong. I mean, who does that to people? And then there are these stores in Shibuya that charge foreigners way more than locals. It's like they have two prices, one for Japanese people and one for everyone else. That's not fair at all. I think the owners of those stores are just trying to make a quick buck off unsuspecting tourists. Like, what's wrong with them? Also, there are these super shady stores that are part of this Tokyu syndicate. They do all sorts of scams, like convincing people they need to pay for fake repairs or selling them counterfeit stuff. It's like they're just preying on people who don't know any better.